Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the stream. Well, you guys can't see him, but Fluffy's being adorable right now. He's just sitting here like a good cat, being fluffy. You're a good boy, Fluff. Well, you can see him a little bit. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Oh, I have Zelda up. I'm working on Zelda here. That's funny because it's not Zelda. As a separate project. Just a side thing. Some of you probably saw me working on this before, but it has nothing to do with our main project. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Well, actually, I want to adjust something real quick. I don't like the shape of his back presently. So we're going to go ahead and adjust that real quick just because I saw it and now I want to change it. And we're early enough on that it's easy enough to change fairly quickly. Then we'll move on to the real work. Yeah, that's gonna look much nicer. Oh no! No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's not a problem. I expected that. That should definitely help the overall aesthetic. How's the, I changed the audio level just a little bit for the music. For my benefit, I had to adjust one of the settings on my player, so that therefore adjusted the settings for you guys. So I don't know how well you'll be able to hear it or not, but it seems to be pretty inconsistent for you guys anyway, so I don't know if that's going to matter. But for the usuals who have something to base it on because they're here on a regular basis, if it seems especially quiet or anything, let me know. But if you're new, then you don't have a baseline upon which to judge it. So don't worry about it. Hey, what's up, Mike? I have not watched Into the Spider-Verse. I do not plan to. It does not look good. It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. I am uninterested. Not that Saturday morning cartoons are bad or anything, but there's no way I'm going to go to the theater and pay to watch one. And it looks like about all of the humor is going to be made for little kids. Or adult men with the capacity of little kids. So, not really my bag. I'll see it maybe, like if it shows up on Netflix or something. Oh, we're doing other work that I said I wasn't going to do. Dang it. Can't help myself. I accidentally started working on this before the stream started, and now it's in my brain, just worming its way deeper and deeper. Alright, we probably are going to need to have that there. Let's see how that... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to have to adjust that. I mean, obviously it needs a lot of adjustment, but... Alright. You know what? I'm actually, like, I don't understand the big draw of the whole Spider-Verse thing. I don't really like it. I don't dislike it, I don't care. It doesn't seem as good as it should be, for as much as people like it. Having a bunch of different Spider-Mans is like... I mean, honestly speaking, Spider-Man's not the most interesting character ever. He's a guy that can climb on walls. I mean... That's fine. I don't have anything against Spider-Man. I like the character design, and I don't have anything against the character. But it's not like if you're going to create a universe of people with similar powers, being a spider is not really the most interesting, you know? Like, I don't quite get it. And that's fine, I don't have to. But people always seem to get really, really perturbed when I say I don't care about the Spider-Verse movie. Well, first of all, why do you care what I care about? And second of all, I just don't care. Like, I don't quite get it. They seem to really get it. Like, that's their thing. And that's fine. I'm not judging. Like, I don't get mad when people say they do like it or are really interested. Am I ready for Avengers 4? Sure. Why not? It's a weird ninja. Link's kind of like a ninja. He's got a sword. That's the end of that. Because they are fans of the characters from the comics. Well, dang, I hadn't considered that. Obviously that's the case. What does that have to do with what I said, though? I am an MCU fan, but I don't, like, they haven't shown anything. Like, everybody's all hyped for Avengers 4 because of the thing they showed. They didn't show anything! They didn't show anything worth, I mean, it was a teaser, it wasn't even a trailer. And everybody's going all nuts for it. Like, I feel like the trend these days is to just be hyped for everything. And I'm an actual adult, so I don't do that. That's not to say you shouldn't enjoy and get excited for things, but doing it because that's the cool thing to do is not my bag. It's not what I'm interested in doing, and so I don't do it. I'm looking forward to watching the movie, and once we actually see something about the movie to be excited about, I might be. But until then, I'm not. Link needs a little bit of a butt. Not a lot, but a little. That's enough right there. Yeah. I really want to work on this now, because when I started this, I didn't really know what I was doing, and now I do. And I really, 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 really want to work on it. But, just for another time. Would I find a Batverse movie more enthralling? Well, I don't think enthralling's the right word. But at least the Batman characters are interesting characters. Like, Peter Parker's not an interesting character. It's fine, but he's just... college kid, got bit by a spider, spider-like powers. That's the gist of it. And most of the writing around Spider-Man is not especially good. Like, the whole Dr. Octopus being inside Spider-Man's head and stuff. Like, there's a lot of crazy off-the-wall, like, we had nothing else to write about writing. And if you like it, that's fine. But my point is, it's not... If I was going to make a universe within my universe based around one particular character's universe, it wouldn't be Spider-Man. It just doesn't have the meat. It doesn't have enough meat to it. I think there are very few characters who could. I think if you wanted to do like a Wolverine verse, not that that sounds good or would be what it would be called, but you could go a lot farther with something like that because of the whole Weapon X program. Which, I mean, they kind of have done that, but not so exclusively as they have with the Spider-Verse. I feel like there's just better options out there than the Spider-Man characters. I answered your question without even seeing it. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I got sidetracked. Also, here's the thing. The trailers are rarely indicative of the final, especially early teasers, are rarely especially indicative of the final product. They almost always end up changing. I mean, look at Avengers Infinity War. Not only did the movie end up ending poorly, but they spent the whole movie with Hulk not being in the movie, yet the trailers kind of focused on him, which would have made the movie significantly better if he was actually in it. So I don't hold the trailers with very much regard. There you go. Well, you just explained another reason why I'm not into Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse legend. Miles Morales can turn invisible and use electric powers. Yeah. Yeah. Like, again, I don't have anything against it, but it's just, it's one of the weaker universes. I don't understand why or how it became so popular. Alright, what were we doing? Oh yeah, this thing. Alright, let's get to work, guys. I'm in a good mood. I feel like streaming some Smash Brothers, but I'm not sure what to stream. Because I don't have any more single player content to do, really. And multiplayer content online is trash. You can't get matches that aren't lag fests. And playing with my buddy James isn't going to be fun for you guys to watch, because he's still learning the game, because he hasn't played since Melee. So it's like, I don't know what to do. It's not like that, it is that. I don't know what to do. Alright, okay, so tonight what I want to do is make a claw set of hands for the fingies. And I want to get these guys done, and I want to see something about shoulder pads. Now I know, well, I don't know. I guess it's possible we could make some shoulder pads that actually look good on this. That might be cool. Looks way more better than yesterday. It is exactly the same as yesterday. Literally untouched since yesterday. This reminds you of Jago from Killer Instinct. This reminds you of Jago? This does not remind you of Jago. Stop being reminded of things that look absolutely, completely nothing like this. Stop it. Now I can make it remind you more of Jago, so let's do that. It's only going to take a second. Well, not a second, but... Captain Marvel looks like garbage. Hot steaming garbage. Green Lantern Part 2, the female version. There you go. Just renamed your movie for you, and now it's more accurate to the actual content of the film. No, it does not look good. If you think that looks good, you are no longer allowed to have an opinion about any movies ever. It just doesn't. It's objectively bad. You might be interested in the characters or think certain parts of it look good, fine. But overall, as a movie, it does not have objectively any overall good qualities. Overarching qualities that make up for the shitty ones. Factually speaking. The acting is bad so far, the writing is bad so far, the CGI is bad so far. The overall direction, I guess you could argue against this, but it looks like it's going to be bad. I don't know. Jago's from Killer Instinct. Dude, you're so young. Although Killer Instinct's current too, so... Dude, you're so... ginger. I don't know what else to say. There it is. Wait. Hold on. We want to make it look like a Marvel Legends figure. Perfect. We made a Marvel Legends. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to pull the neck up some. Yeah, the body has nothing even remotely similar to Jago. So I don't know what whoever said that was talking about. I kind of like that head on that body. Like, it doesn't look bad at all. I'd buy that. I'd buy the butts out of that. I don't know if I should make it bigger or not. Yeah, maybe you're like right there. Oh yeah, for a Marvel Legends head. I forgot. I totally forgot. You need to do a little bit of this. You know what's funny? Is that actually does look like how they would do it. Why is the symmetry not being symmetrical? That's weird. Look at that. Oh, it's because of the headband. No, it's not. It shouldn't be. I guess it could be. That's really, really weird. No, I think it is because of the headband. It shouldn't do that, though, if I'm using symmetry. Oh, no, it's not. There we go. Yeah, Bumblebee looks okay. I quite like this. I think it looks nice. Uh-oh. Well, that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to do it the other way around. Because the hair... Oh. The hair is a billion different polygroups, so I can't paint by polygroup. So I'll paint the hair first and then the face, which actually is much easier anyway. I saw Creed 1, I didn't see Creed 2, I'm not gonna go paid. I don't go to the theater to watch movies that don't need to be seen on a big screen with super surround sound. A boxing movie definitely doesn't need that. I don't know, I think that looks pretty good. Like, I would buy that. I really like this head sculpt a bunch. Yeah, Christmas is just around the corner. I didn't realize it until I went to ship my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store, and then next thing I know, it's saying it might not arrive by Christmas. I'm like, oh crap, is Christmas really that close? Alright, so how stylized do we want to go? Is that size good for the head, or should I make it a little more bigger? I'm kind of leaning towards leaving it at that size. Basically one peck's worth, slightly smaller. I didn't say I don't go to see movies in theaters. I said I don't go to see movies in theaters that don't warrant being seen in theaters. I'll go see Bumblebee. I'll go see Waterman. I mean, those are all fine. But there's no need for me to watch Creed in the theater. Well, have you seen a bodybuilder with his shoulders and head relative? I mean, these guys' shoulders are exaggerated for sure, but I did that on purpose to afford better articulation and because why not? But I think that right there might be a good balance. I think that's good. Let's see let's do this first. We're gonna see how many heads tall he is, give or take. I'm hoping for around 7.5. That would be ideal. I wasn't counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Okay, well, 8.5 is superhero proportions, like top tier superhero proportions. I could go a little bit bigger since I'm going stylized. Actually, I have him tucked in a little bit too. I could have done that better. Let's try that. Well, first, let's go ahead and make it just a little bit bigger and see what that looks like. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. But see, the problem, once you start to make the heads bigger, you need to make the neck pretty thick. Or you end up with gapping. I guess I could just pinch the jaws in a little bit. Although slight gapping for the sake of articulation is alright, as long as it's not like Marvel Legends gapping. So we'll see. I could probably just pinch stuff in, since I already cut out the holes. But see how big the hole is that I cut out? Although, on the actual figure, once it's time to put it together, that's not going to be that big of a gap. Yeah, I think that might actually be okay. Oh, do I click on it? All right. Oh, come on. Yeah, looking at just a silhouette, I think that's a good size. That seems to be okay. Alright, well, I mean, good enough for now anyway. Alright, let's try how many heads he is now. Oh, I should press the right button. Have I mentioned how much I love my new computer, by the way? It makes this stuff work so much better. I mean, we'll still get crashes and things, because that's the software itself, but I don't have any trouble doing anything. That right there would have been difficult for my old computer. Because these heads... I'm at 102 million points because of all these heads. And the computer had no problem at all. That's glorious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Little over 7.5. That's where we want to keep it. Beautiful. 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 I like it. I would buy that for $1. Alright. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to go produce these. We need to do more work. Dang it. That's good to hear. What's good to hear? What are we talking about? Oh, the computer thing? Yeah. It's pretty good. Like, I'm fairly certain that if I had done what I just did with the heads on my old computer, we'd still be waiting for it. Or it would be crashing. I really like that head on there. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I like it a lot. Oh, it's kicking all kinds of ass. I adjusted some... I still haven't bothered to overclock it because even at the stock settings, it's like better than basically any other computer. Not, of course, ever, but like consumer class, it's kicking ass. This new processor is wicked good. I don't care what anybody says that it's overpriced. Maybe, but the price difference between it and the next highest thing is not enough to worry about. If you're going to go for it, you might as well go for it as far as I'm concerned. So I went for it. Alright, let's get this guy done. So this guy needs a peg. I mean, you don't need a graphics card to run ZBrush because the onboard graphics can handle it. ZBrush runs entirely off of CPU and RAM, of course, but CPU. It's not graphics based at all. The only thing that graphics have to do with it for ZBrush is the actual image of what you're doing. So as long as, I mean, onboard graphics like I think the 600 series should be sufficient. Although I'm pretty sure you can run on even like the old 500 series chipset graphics. It shouldn't be a problem. I never did because I've never had a computer without a graphics card. But it's only the image, the window, that it gets generated, so it doesn't matter really. I'm pretty sure you could go even below 500. What made you change your mind to do a rating system? Well, it's not a real rating system. But I'm actually going to implement more ratings throughout the review to maintain viewer interest in the video. It's all about money, essentially. At the end of the review videos, people drop off very quickly. And if I implement a rating system, they stay longer. Or at least click through to the rating system at the end. And I only did it for a few videos, and it worked perfectly in terms of keeping viewer interest. So now instead of having like a viewer interest, it starts up here. Well, I'll do it for you guys. It starts up here, and then as the video goes on, people are like, well, I saw enough. I click out. I'm not going to watch anymore. And it gets worse and worse as the video goes on for a type of review that I do. But by having the rating system, the line was a lot more gradual, and then it peaked back up at the end, and then it dropped off at the very end. So doing the rating system both allows me to make a funny at the end of the video, and it gets viewership. So now if I do a rating system, I think I'm going to implement one for overall aesthetics and then articulation, and then an overall one at the end. So now it'll be like here, then it'll go boop, 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 and then fall off. And that's going to be much better. I mean, these are little changes, and it's not like I'm going to all of a sudden start making decent money on YouTube, but it's going to be beneficial in the long run for Shazzle. So that's the long and the short of it, as they say. I think they probably said it once. You know what? I don't care if they said it, because I said it. How do you feel about the new... Oh my god, I'm gonna talk about the same thing again. I don't feel about it at all. It didn't show anything that made me care. I mean, obviously people are gonna see the movie, and they know that, so they don't bother making a trailer that doesn't really show anything. You feel me? I mean, they don't mind making a trailer that doesn't show anything. It's not a trailer either, it's a teaser. People need to get these terms right. I actually had people complain about the rating system, believe it or not. I can't believe you implemented a rating system after all this time of saying you weren't going to. They're watching it. The rating system is completely unserious. Like, it couldn't be less serious, yet they're still complaining that I shouldn't have done it. I can't win with some people. And it's not the whole you can't make everyone happy thing. It's just that some people are dickwads. I think I'm gonna have a shirt made that says some people are just dickwads. Oh man. Oh man. Why does that look like it's a little bit rotated, doesn't it? This looks like it's canted just a little bit. I guess it doesn't really matter, but that's gonna bother me. From an OCD standpoint. That one is a lot. Okay, well, we're not using that one anyway, so don't care about that. What about this one? Is that one at an angle too? No, doesn't appear to be. So this one shouldn't be. Oh yeah, it should. I know why it's like that. I don't care though. That's fine. Okay, so we want to put the peg on this thing. We want it to be straight though. John, don't steal my jokes before I get to do them. I've got a bunch of them in my head, but I'm trying to make them directly connected to the things I'm reviewing. Alright, so we do have a slight potential problem. We need to compare the depth of the peg hole. Well, that's not going to work. Oh, so it's like there's no extra room. How did that happen? That sticks out just enough. Well, I guess that's okay. It's just going to be a tight fit. Well, I guess that's going to be okay. Alright, that's fine. So, but is that going to work on this piece too? Hey, Guy27, glad to help. I'm glad you liked my videos and found them helpful. Now you can watch me make toys using my vast knowledge of action figure stuff. But you know it's all opinion, right? Just to be clear, I wouldn't want anybody to get offended and for them to think that I'm stating facts or anything. Facts are the most hurtful things these days. It's amazing. Okay, so on this one, it's going to be kind of a gap, it looks like. The other one has less of a gap. Guess that's alright. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care, actually. It makes no real difference. And things will fit tighter on the other one than on this one, but that's fine. And that gap is like nothing in real life. That's a tiny little gap. Alright. Well, let's do it this way instead. Let's go here. Hey, what's up, Will? Remove before flight gaming the god 11. That's a long username. What's a crack-a-lackin' brah? You doing a ninja again? I'm making an entire line of figures. Still, would be the more appropriate way to describe what's happening. It has been one continuous project. It's a difficult task and a time-intensive task to make an entire line of action figures. But somebody's got to do it, so why not me? It's about time somebody made a line of action figures while thinking about the customer first. Actually, I think about the money first. But I decided that I'd rather make money by giving people something they enjoy rather than giving something they kind of want, but maximizing profits. I'd rather be able to sell more of something with lower profits than sell less of something with higher profits. You know? That's how business used to be for everyone. And then it stopped being that way. Does that look centered? Am I crazy? Guess it is. Alright, well this piece is done. That can just peg right in. So now, if we need a doohickey, a little doodad type thing to peg in to fill that hole, we've got one. And John, if you want to pretend it's something, you can. Otherwise, it's just a generic doodad, which looks cool. Voila. It looks like a thing. It looks just like a thing. See, here's the thing. It used to be in business that if you create something people want, you can lower the price and sell more. You can sell a lot more. Nowadays, they're like, we don't want to have to try to sell more, so we're going to charge as much as we can possibly charge so that people will still, at least some people will buy it. And then we won't have to sell anymore. That's not good business. And then when things stop selling, instead of cutting the price down to like discount it and encourage sales, they charge even more so that the people that are buying it are making up for the people that aren't. That's not how business is supposed to be. Are you getting the Mayfax Spider-Man? Do you recommend it, or should I just stay with Pizza Spider-Man? Those are not comparable figures. Shut up, John. You suck. I don't know about the Mayfax Spider-Man. I probably am going to get it to review it, but it's not a comparable thing. One's significantly more expensive than the Pizza Spider-Man, which isn't a particularly good figure. 17 and 18 do not cost the most. They cost a lot because they sold out. Good morning, Marcelo, or Marcello. It could be. It's not morning here, but it might be there. So I will say it to you on behalf of people experiencing morning currently everywhere. Why am I so cold? It's 69 in here. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I'm concerned about shoulder pads. In the sense that, well, they probably won't work on this figure, but I kind of want to see what it looks like. So we're going to do that first. But then, I don't know if you guys remember from not too long ago, I was like, I don't think we can do shoulder pads because I made the shoulders big. And that's fine. I'm not terribly against that idea. I like the big shoulders. But I do need shoulder pads for at least some of the designs. Like the samurai type armor. So I need to figure out what we can do about that. Hi, Zeus. I didn't feed Zeus before the stream, so I'm going to have to feed him earlier than normal today. Before he starts eating the carpet again. Damn carpet muncher. Oh, inappropriate jokes abound. Zeus, you want to be on camera? People want to say hi, Zeus. Hi, Zeus. I wonder if this head would look cool with a hood. Not that it'll ever have it, but yeah, just a head. I like the hair coming out of the top, though. It's very nice. It's very nice. Because on eBay, it's way too much, so who cost the most? I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, like, con exclusives cost more than 17 and 18. You know? I mean, I know 17 and 18 do cost a lot, but I just don't think they're the most. Alright, I'm gonna go feed the cat because right now he's being a dickwad again. Remember, some people are just dickwads. I'm gonna leave this like this so people can see what it looks like, and then I'm gonna go feed the cat. Zeus, stop. Alright, I'm back. Zeus, what the Oh, I just fed him. He just ate and he's licking the floor again. God, son of a bitch. I'm so sick of this cat. Okay, I'm back. You can just ask Guy27. You don't need to post a link. It's unlikely I don't know what you're talking about. And if I don't know what you're talking about, then I won't be reviewing it. Yeah, those Brolys don't sell for that kind of money though, typically. I just sold a couple of Brolys not that long ago, and I wasn't getting 400 a pop for them. Alright, what were we doing? I don't remember what we were doing. We did that, and then... What were we doing? 1/6 scale Asmus Toys action figure. Oh, definitely not. I will definitely not be reviewing that unless someone sends it to me. Because I ain't paying for that shit. Alright, let's do the hand claw things. I swear to God I'm gonna lock you in the freaking bathroom. Stop it! No, you can't hit a cat. They don't understand what you're doing. All they know is they were doing something and now they're getting hit. They don't associate the two. Hitting cats doesn't do any good. And frankly, I don't care that he's biting the floor, the carpet. I couldn't care less about the carpet. I care about him eating polyester carpet. So I locked him in the bathroom. There's no carpet in there. He can cool off for a few minutes. It's getting freaking annoying. The other cat went in there too, though, so he got locked up too. Oh well. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't really feel like taking him to the vet with a giant wad of polyester blocking his intestines. Yeah, but see, you can teach a kid about consequences by giving them a smack. Cats literally can't learn that way. It doesn't do any good. All they know is you hurt them. They don't understand why. They don't feel shame. They don't have any of those traits that dogs have. So you can't train them in the same way as dogs or people. Alright, let's just grab, let's say, what kind of shoulder pad might look good under there? Probably not, but let's just try this and see. I'm curious. I gotta let the other cat out, though. I feel bad. Hey, get your hand out of the door. Move. Move. Good boy, come on. Good boy. Good boy, come on. Come on. Bathroom. Yeah, Zeus, you're getting locked up. Cats are smart, just in an entirely different way than dogs. Cats have the kind of intelligence that gets them killed because they're not smart enough to use it appropriately. I mean, dumb things aren't curious, and cats are about as curious as you can get. So you give them a little bit of credit, but they're still... I don't think shoulder pads are going to work with that at all. I'm pretty sure shoulder pads aren't going to work at all, because I made them too broad at the shoulders. I suppose technically I could change that. Well, I guess what I could do, because I don't know if I'll ever want to use shoulder pads on the bare shoulders. I know I need to use them for the Cyberpunk shoulders for like the samurai armor. But for the bare shoulders, I can't see it ever looking good. Even if I use... Let's see, I guess. Let's just try it instead of talking about it. Let's see. If we put this on... I can't see this working. I think the shoulder pads on these shoulders is never going to work. They're just too big and bulbous. So I could push the shoulders in, but last time we tried that, we didn't like the way it looked. Because even that little bit's not going to make a difference. Yeah, Zeus, you're in the bathroom because you won't stop beating the carpet. Learn English so that when I explain things to you, it makes a difference. I honestly don't like the shoulders in. I'd rather have them out and never use shoulder pads. What do you guys think? I think the shoulders being out is worth it. Let's see how it looks if I adjust them. Hang on, Zeus. You're punished. You're not even being punished. I just don't want him to eat the freaking carpet. So I don't know what to do about the cat right now. All I know is I need to get some work done, and he's eating carpet. So I'm at a loss. But I'm thinking it's not gonna, like, I don't see a good use for ever needing shoulder pads on the bare arms. Maybe on the robot arms. Although shoulder pads would look cool. Like, shoulder pads are always cool, but I don't know if it's gonna be practical at all. It will allow me to vary them a lot. Well, my shoulder pads aren't going to be cumbersome. Alright, Zeus, let's see if you can behave. Can you stop eating the carpet now, please? Can you stop eating the carpet now, please? Yeah. If you start chewing on wires right away, I'm gonna have a problem. Yeah, you're gonna drive me insane. You're gonna drive me insane. I don't know what your problem is, but this has not been a good week for you. Do not step on the keyboard. He's eating the carpet again. Yeah, connecting shoulder pads to the torso is more limiting than connecting them to the shoulders significantly. So I don't know what you're talking about. Did you seriously just tear out a chunk and eat it? I don't know what to do about the cat. I'm thoroughly perplexed, and this is not a good situation. He's eating carpet. What is your problem? What is your problem? Hmm? What are you doing? Why are you trying to drive me nuts? I just don't want you to eat man-made material, okay? That's not a smart thing to do. Nope, you're not going anywhere. You're staying right here for a minute. I don't think it's going to help the situation. Yeah, I just fed him. He just ate a whole bunch. I'm going to go try feeding him again. I don't know what his problem is. Normally he does it to get food, and then when I feed him, he stops. Now he ate, and then he followed me back up here and started doing it again. Yeah, but the SH Figure Arts sleeves aren't shoulder pads. And they don't do a good job with them. Zeus, come on. Zeus, come on. Hey! Zeus! Okay, I'm back. No, even if they're soft, if they're connected to the torso, when you rotate the arm forward, they're in the way. If you connect them to the shoulder, when you rotate the arm, they move with the shoulder. Anyway, the idea of the shoulder pads is to afford more variety across using the same parts multiple times. Not that I necessarily have to have a shoulder pad on every figure, you know, but I like the idea of it. And the idea I had was, and if this works, then it doesn't really matter because I can just do them whenever. Does this one have... I already pushed the shoulders in on this one though, didn't I? Yeah. Kind of like them in farther anyway, but that's gonna potentially hurt articulation. Well, maybe not. Let's see something. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, biceps aren't touching right now, and the arms are basically straight down, so I guess that's alright. I guess we can leave the shoulders in just a little bit. What is that black thing? Oh, it's the headband. Okay. Alright, so we can leave the shoulders in a little bit. I think that'll work. But here's my plan. I mean, it does give it a more natural look, too. Anyway, what a terrible night this has been. I haven't gotten anything done. I mean, we got some done, but not enough, thanks to this stupid cat eating freaking carpet. He used to just lick it, and if he got, like, a chunk of cat hair or something, not a chunk, but if he got cat hair, he'd eat that. And I'm like, I don't prefer that, but eat all the cat hair you want. Realistically, I don't really care. But eating charcoal. Where the hell did charcoal come from? I think I'm having a stroke. Eating carpet is kind of a problem, and it's a stupid ass problem to have. And I can't do anything about it, so it's even more frustrating. And he's back. He ate more. If he starts eating the carpet again, I'm gonna freaking lose it. Can you please just take a bath and go to sleep before I lose my freaking mind? Oh my god. At least with kids, you can duct tape them up and stuff. I don't have kids. Nobody call the cops on me. Oh man. Okay, so I'm thinking... Yeah, my cats like to chew on cardboard. Like, if I give them cardboard boxes, which of course, if you're a cat owner, you give your cat cardboard boxes. That's what you do. They like to sometimes tear off bits of it and like spit it back out, which I don't care. It makes a mess, but I don't care about stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty easygoing. I just don't want them to do something that's bad for their health, like eating carpet. It's the stupidest problem. Anyway, my plan was to put a strap on the shoulder pads. And this is obviously not like a final version of it, but a strap on the shoulder pad that fits around the shoulder so that it's not actually connected in any way. Not physically connected. And that way you can rotate it around with the arm however you want to, or just remove it if you wanted to take things apart or whatever. And I think that might be a good solution to having a shoulder pad connected to the arm. But I don't know. Yeah, he's a good thing he's adorable. But see, now that I fed him again, he's going to sleep. So apparently the food that was down there wasn't good enough. I had to take more out of the can and give it to him. So I have a couple of ideas of ways to implement this. One is at, like at an angle, something like that. The other one would be more... more like this. And again, these are just like placeholders, but just to get the idea. But I don't think that's going to look that good. I mean, having the strap around that area makes more sense, but maybe not. Yeah, I guess it's not bad. I think it probably would look better like this, though. If I did something like this, even. Looking like Ryu. Why? Just because he has a red headband and hair combed forward? Ryu's hair does not hide the headband. His hair spikes up a lot more. And he also has eyebrows that go over it. It looks like Jago, if anything. No, I'm trying to come up with ways to connect them to the arms, or to the shoulders themselves, so that they don't impede articulation. I don't think that's a terrible idea right there. Implementation's going to be problematic, or at least bulky. Because see, when you raise the arms, they'll just flex with them. With the shoulders in a little bit, I don't think it looks bad with the pads on. And these pads aren't necessarily what we'd be using, but it's just a good way to test it out. Here's the other idea I had for connecting the shoulder pads. You know, picking Zeus up so much got Zeus hair all over me. Oh, God. Freaking cat. Okay, so the other idea I had was something more like... Well, let's leave this on. But see, this requires a peg hole, which I didn't really want to do. Obviously something more polished than that, but something where there's just a peg here that pegs them into the back of the arm, closer to what John was talking about with the SH Figure Arts shoulder things. No, the strap's not connected to the shoulder. It's connected, it's a floating piece. So the shoulder rotates and the strap would stay there, and then this part would just flex with the arm. I mean, you're not raising the arm all the way up like that, most likely, because who's going to do that? You would rotate it forward to raise it up, which means it would rotate and the shoulder pad would be around back. And so this would be, it would basically do the same thing. So when you raise the arm, it'll go as far as it can, but then it'll rotate down and flex if you need it to. But that requires peg holes in the back of the arms, which I don't necessarily want to do. I don't necessarily think this looks better than having a strap. Like, I'm thinking a sculpted strap that goes in the armpit might be the best option. And I could even make it skinny at the bottom so that it doesn't take up a lot of space. I don't really like this option. I don't like having peg holes to hold armor to the body, even though... Like, no, I don't like... We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Changed my mind about that one for sure. So I think I like this one the best. However, well, maybe not. Maybe this one. I kind of like the angular look better, but... No, I don't. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. That idea is not bad, because at least that looks like it's made to go, like, have wraps around. Lots of people put wraps right there, so... Nothing would be connected with a peg in either of these formats. The only one that had a peg is the one that just pegs into the back here, and then it's just pegged in on the back side. You don't need a lot. It's not like it's holding up the figure or anything. So I'm thinking maybe for this type of shoulder pad, you do the strap like this, and maybe for the other type of shoulder pad, you do the strap like this. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's put on... Yeah, see, that works. I mean, it might even work with the other one. Maybe that's just the way to do it. It wouldn't be hard for assembly either. This one's not connected. No, these are just loose floating pieces that are literally just wrapped around the arm. So it's just a loop that's around the arm. You put it on when you're assembling it, and then it just stays there and it floats. That's all. It can't go anywhere, really, because of the shapes of the arms. You have the ball here and the ball here. The bulge for the bicep, bulge for the shoulder, holding it in place in between, in the cleavage of the two muscles. Or the same thing would be up here, but I kind of like having it down here where it makes a little bit more sense. So let's play around with this idea. Let's say we wanted to do a shirtless samurai. Now, I don't really think that's going to look good, but it might look cool. It might be one of those things that's like, that doesn't make sense, but it looks freaking cool. So maybe, let's try it. You never know. Alright, it kind of looks like it could be a thing. You never know. So, I'm not against this idea of having just the straps on there. And that doesn't impact manufacturing at all, because I just add the loops to the shoulder pads and they just get stuck on during assembly. So that's pretty much okay with me. Let's try to get these loops in place and see how that looks. We'll put that back on. We will take these and this off. And we'll come down here. And we will turn off that. Why would it sag or fall? It's not, it's gonna be a snug fit. It's not like it's gonna be a big ass loop that's just floating around doing nothing. Like, here. I mean, that's what we're gonna do right now anyway, but if you see how the shape of the arm is, there's a dip right here and a dip up here. It's gonna be right in that dip. It can't go anywhere. That's the whole point of doing it this way. Plus it's going to hide that articulation and make it look a little more better. So we might leave that part out because it has to connect to somewhere, but right here we can push it in. I mean, there's not going to be any place for it to go. And it's going to be a soft material, so it can be even a little bit snugger, but that way it moves around with the bicep. So if you want to rotate the arm, for instance, if you want to rotate the bicep from this part down, the shoulder pad can rotate with it. Or you can just stretch this part and it'll stay in place, and this will rotate underneath it. That's fine. It works either way. That's why I wanted to do it this way, and I think this is probably going to be the best option. Practically speaking, it shouldn't really impede much. You're losing like a 1/16 of an inch of range. Do I have any RoboCop 1987 action figures? No. Oh, so do you understand now, John? How that would work? So, you know, I'd probably even pull this part in. I think we might just make some ties that go on there too, because that looks kind of sweet. Yeah, I think the straps look cool. But this way, I mean, see, that's the good thing about this design. That's why I wanted it to work like this. Doing the shoulder pads like this means they don't require any modification of the actual body. As long as you can fit them around the crease between the bicep and the shoulder, you can put them on anyone or anything in any combination. So I think that's probably the way to go. And it gives it a reason to have a shoulder pad there. It's actually strapped onto the body rather than just being some shoulder pad that's there for no apparent reason. So I could definitely see that working now. I mean, I even don't mind those shoulder pads. So they'd be more like that with the arm rotated that way. But that's about it. I mean, see, I think that works. What if we did both? Could we do both? No, it wouldn't allow it to stretch enough. So we'd have to turn off. Do we like it on the top? The top's going to be uglier. The bottom, I think, is going to be better. Well, see, that's the thing, Bloodstock. You're able to really stretch out what you're doing with very little effort and little work involved. I can make fewer main body parts and just add these little attachment pieces, and it's cheap, but you get a significantly different look if you combine them in the right way. Personally, I've always liked shoulder pads. Shoulder pads make everything better. So, that's the kind of thing I'm into. It would be like that, I suppose. See, I don't mind that. I think that looks good. We just need to sculpt a strap, actually, which is not exactly difficult. Well, I mean, the strap can vary from figure to figure, so I guess I could make, like, from shoulder pad to shoulder pad. So, I guess we just have to sculpt them on an individual basis. Let me save this. Let me go grab another shoulder pad and see. Actually, let's try it on. I originally had the plan of having these kind of shoulder pads underneath the tattered sleeves. So let's try that. Again, now that we push the shoulders in some. Yeah, it's a bit bulky looking, but I guess it could be done. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's yeah, it's more of an armored look, I guess. That's not terrible. It could be done, I guess, is what I'm getting at. We do need to do this, though. Nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna have to paint those. Bummer. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I hate that. I think that could definitely be an option. Options are all that we're going for right now. We haven't set anything in stone. That'll work. Alright, I'm psyched. Let's grab another shoulder pad and see how that looks. Well, I'm glad we talked it through, guys. I was worrying about these shoulder pads basically since the beginning. And the cool thing about the way these are connected... Well, actually, is that going to be a problem? Having it at the top of the shoulder makes it a little bit more usable. Having it at the bottom of the shoulder means when you raise the arm, the shoulder pads have to tuck over the neck area. So in this case, you wouldn't be able to raise the arm very far. Yeah, see, I designed it originally with the strap at the top, which means the shoulder pads would lift up on the bottom. Shit. See, having the strap at the bottom means the flap opens up here, whereas if you have the strap at the top here, the flap opens this way, so you can raise the arm without the shoulder pad moving. But if the strap goes this way, you have to raise the arm, and the flap has to go up, so that doesn't work. So maybe we try it with this. Damn, why can't anything go smoothly? I could just make it and not care about the range of motion, but it's not really what I'm interested in doing. So if I do it this way, I think I need to have the shoulder pad or the strap be a lot bigger to fit around the actual shoulder, which doesn't look as good. An inverted T-strap. I don't know what that means. I mean, this might work just as well, so I'm not... Let's see. It's just going to be bulkier. Oh, damn it. I don't hate it like that. It'll be more functional, less aesthetically pleasing. But we can also pinch them in. And once everything's cut out, it's not going to be as much of a problem, because you're going to have a gap in here anyway. I guess that works too. It's not as good, but it'll do. And that way when you raise the arm up, this part just slides down. So I guess I can just show it. Let's do it this way. That's actually pretty much where it needs to be. Must have done that before. So if we do this, well, I guess we want that on there. So this way we can raise the arm. I'm gonna have to move that anyway. But what that'll do is when you raise the arm, because this will still be connected obviously to the strap, it'll just go like that, give or take. I mean, obviously I can't make it flex, but that's how that would work, which makes it functional. It's obviously not as good looking, but there's only so much you can do with an action figure, but that's way more functional than not functional. So I think that might be okay. Shoulder's pretty far out. It rotated funny. But it won't do that on the actual figure. Yeah, the whole thing is out right now. This lump won't be the way it is. It'd be more like that. I think that'll work. It's not the best option, but it's only going to affect it when you actually have shoulder pads on it. And then obviously the shoulder pads are going to have to flex or something. So what else can you do? That's the way it goes. Alright, so that's how we're doing it now, unfortunately. I liked it better around the bicep. But that's not to say we can't still have something that goes around the bicep. Bummer, man. The reason I just reopened the file is because I didn't want to deal with reorienting everything that I just moved by raising the arms. And it's not that difficult to readjust the straps. Well, I was really psyched when I had it on the lower part, but this will get the job done, so whatever. That is the plan. I'm making a whole line of figures that will be available for sale. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look as good, I think, as having it only at the bottom. Well, that's not what I meant. Hey, that looks kind of cool. I think I like the bottom ones better, but it's whatever. I suppose it doesn't really matter. It has to be this way, so there's no point in dwelling on it. If you can't solve the problem, then there is no problem. It is what it is. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. Ray S says no. I don't know what he's saying no about. But maybe he shouldn't answer questions for other people. Hey, you know what? Let's see how this looks. I didn't even think to do this. Oh, it looks cool. I like it. Where's my stuff? There it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks nice when you put it all together, or am I in that point where I've stared at it for so long it looks good because I stared at it for so long, or does that actually look okay? I think it looks okay. Someone comment. Someone comment. Hey, it's Mickey. What's up, Mickey? Mickey likes it. Amber Allen's son likes it. Or Amber Allen might be a real female, but statistically you're probably a boy. I mean, to me, that's like freaking great. But again, I might look at it tomorrow and not like it. So what? I want to know what you guys are thinking. Obviously, the swords will be connected. Giant feet. The feet look so big when you do it like that. Oh man, it's the little things in life. Tiny likes it. Alright, well, that's good. Alright, so the next step is I'd like to maybe get these. Shit, I have to do the hands. Damn it, there's so much to do. It's freaking annoying because now we're at the part where most of it's done, like the big stuff's done. So it's a ton of minutia to get this stuff finished. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to save it because that looks dope as hell. Looks decent. Well, I don't really trust your opinion anyway, so. The boots, yeah, I think the boots look pretty nice. I also like it without the knee pad. I think that was a good idea I had on accident one day. I was like, well, maybe we just get rid of the knee pad and bring the pants down. And that's also a decent look. Although I prefer it with the other boots, it still works. Well enough. It's better with these boots. Hey, that looks good too, though. Then you could change the forearms to match the boots if you want to. Hey, I like that. Okay, what was I doing? Oh. Where is it? Over here? Yes. Nope. Nope. Where's the fist hand? Hand gripping, ninja, regular hand. There's a fist hand in here somewhere. Isn't there? There should be. Oh, it's this one. Why do I have a body on that file? I don't understand what happened. Are those boots reversed? What? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. How did I end up with a whole body on the hand file? I have an entire file here. What the heck? What the heck is going on? I don't know. Oh, the boot's reversed. I really don't know what you mean by that, because they're clearly not reversed, so I don't know. I'm thinking you're meaning something that I'm not getting. Is it raining? If it's freaking raining again, I swear to God I'm moving back to Ohio. Well, I'm moving back to Ohio. I swear it rains more here than it does there. I don't think there's a maybe involved in that there, Randall. I think it's a definitely no. Also, those legs that you're saying are reversed, Randall, have been the exact same way since I made them for like a couple of months now. Not yet, Alfonso. Not that I've happened to check. I check as often as I can, as often as I think about it. I have it right here on my homepage, and so far none have become available. Yeah, John, that's the case. What website will you be selling the figures on? Well, Kickstarter for starters. So, Kickstarter for starters, and then if I can get like Big Bad Toy Store to carry them, that'd be cool. But otherwise, probably just I'll use Amazon storefront. It costs a lot to do, but taking less of a profit is probably worth it when you consider how much of a pain in the ass it is to fulfill orders. Whereas Amazon will do it all for you, so that's probably... Hey, thanks. My first monthly payment is out of the way. Thank you, Trimp. I appreciate it. Though granted, I didn't end up having to do monthly payments. I paid for it all up front, so it's not quite an accurate goal at this point. But either way, it still gets the job done, so thank you. I appreciate it, Trimp. Now I have to reset that. Because when I originally made that, it was for the Alienware computer, and that was going to be like I had to pay it off monthly. Then I decided, screw that, I'm going to build my own and get a better computer for less money. So now I have to change that. But either way, it's very much appreciated and very much helpful. So thank you. Hey, Trimp, if I don't see your mom again anytime soon, let her know that she raised a nice, young man. You did a good job. She did a good job. You're alright. You'll do. But I might just see her again soon, so you probably won't have to say anything. The voice is quiet. I wonder why. Is the music really quiet? Why is it quiet? It shouldn't be quiet. I didn't change that. I mean, I didn't. Maybe they reset the settings or something. I have to go back in and change it. I don't know. I'm worrying about how this looks, and it's like the tiniest little detail that nobody else is going to pay any attention to on the final product. No, I'm asking if the music is quiet too, or if it's just the voice. Like, what about the notification sound, the little coin sound? Was that quiet, or is it just the voice? Because I can't adjust the voice independently. So if it's quiet on its own, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, that looks alright. That'll do, I think. Probably should put another strap around the bottom part of the hand, huh? I think so. Let's see how that looks. You didn't hear the coin sound? What the hell? The mic is louder than everything. Well, that's the idea. What I'm saying is more important than other stuff. If you can't hear the person streaming, it's kind of a downside for most people. And there it goes. All right.
Trim beat me by a couple minutes. But that doesn't stop you from having a pizza if you eat pizza. Merry Christmas, Anthony.
Thanks, man. But a $15 pizza, I'm going to get a few, I think. A few pizzas might be a good call. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. See, I heard it just fine. You guys really didn't hear it? That's freaking weird. It's louder than the music for me, so I don't know what to say. I guess if I turn this up... But that's going to turn the music up too. That, we'll see, the coin sound and the voice are the same setting. I mean, that's not in my control. I can turn them up or down, but that's it. Now the music's higher, I think. Okay, if you don't hear any music, then you don't keep commenting on the audio because there's music. And I've explained this so many times, Bloodstock, and you've been here for the explanations. Some devices don't play background music. For whatever reason, they don't. I can't control that. If you can't hear that, then that means you're not probably hearing other things also. So I can't use your input as valuable information. So, you know this. We've had this conversation multiple times. That's why I sound a little bit irritated. That's why I also asked if the music was also quiet or if it was just the voice or what. I feel like sometimes people are trying to give me unhelpful information. And Randall said he heard it all. So I don't know what to tell you guys. You're not helping me here. And I can't tell what you can hear. Okay, well, I turned up the master volume and turned down the music, so it should be louder for the voice and for the notification sounds, and less loud for... I mean, so the music should be relatively the same as it was, and the other stuff should be less loud. And if it's not, then, you know what? Damn it. I don't know what to do. Your ears are small? That's not your ears that are small. Your head's just too big. Well, that was probably the least helpful batch of information ever for me to adjust things for you guys. So I can't change anything based on anything else other than what I've already done. So hopefully it works, and if it doesn't, then we'll have to play it by ear. No pun intended. I intended it a little bit. Trimp, you are not helping. Your voice is louder than the music. That's the plan. That is the idea. Because this isn't a concert for BGM. This isn't one of those channels you tune into to listen to generic music. Why do those exist? I don't know why those exist. They shouldn't. Alright, Trimp, I take it back. When I see your mom next, I'm going to tell her she raised not such a great young man. He's only alright. He's alright, but that's it. I'm going to be like, listen, Mrs. Trimp, your son's only alright. The assassins in Diablo 2? Never played Diablo 2, so I don't remember them. Okay, let's do this now, since... You want me to up the brightness? See, this is why. Because, see, here's the thing. You're making jokes right now, and that's fine. But other people aren't freaking joking. I'm getting the worst feedback ever in some cases, and it's not helpful. So here's what I want to know. Anyone out there who wants to comment, because I can still use the information even if it's not the best, like if I don't have a baseline for what you normally hear. Is the music, how's the music for you guys, volume-wise? The background music. And if you say what music, I'm gonna get irritated, because I know you can at least hear it a little bit, unless you have your volume way down. Alright, that should work. I was going to keep your name a secret, Trimp. You don't want John trying to look you up. John's a looker-upper. It's a bad thing to tell him what your name is. Okay, so it seems to me like everything's fine, except some devices won't play back some stuff. Like on my old phone, I can hear no background music on my streams when I play them back. On my new phone, it's fine. On my computer, it's fine. Right now, it's fine, but... Alright. I think we're gonna leave it like that. That seems good enough. The hands are gonna be so freaking small, I'm worried about details that don't matter. So let's just leave it like that. Well, let's adjust it a little bit. Because I got problems. Hey, can we just take a minute, just a minute, and appreciate that guy saying I was ugly last night when he got proven wrong in an argument? Oh, that makes me laugh every time. That was so funny. Oh, man. That was way too funny. I probably shouldn't find it as funny as I do, but I do. Mike said the music is fine on his end. Well, that's good. Because I care more about your end than my end. I was stalling to try to come up with a joke, but I didn't come up with any jokes. So, we'll just leave it at that. Oh, Alfonso with the mom joke. I like when people make jokes on my behalf, because then I can't even get in trouble for it. And it's still funny. Yep, he did say that as well. Mickey doesn't hear it on Twitch, but he does on YouTube. See, it's different based on the device and the encoder, decoder, and transcoder. Alright, let's see how this looks if we transport it over to the thing. Oh, you know what? Let's just color it now. And that'll help us. Let's do that. Let's do Z... Why is Z metal always in a different place? I can never freaking find Z metal. And that's irritating me. Alright, we'll fill the object with Z metal. For down there. For right there. Up here. That's fine. We'll make it darker. We'll make the blades... Oh, it's all one piece. Okay. That's fine. And then for the hand, let's do basic material. We'll estimate the skin tone. That's not the skin tone. Not even close. That's close. Why is this not the right thing now? What the heck? Alright, close enough. Not every day, Amber. Tuesday through Thursday. And Randall, that is funny. Hi, Fluff. Hi, buddy. Why are you staring at me? Hi. Don't you want to go eat some carpet like your brother? Wouldn't that be fun? I gotta work, buddy. I gotta work. You guys want to see Fluffy? I don't really have the lights set up for it. But, because he's so dark, he just kind of disappears. Oh! You can see him a little bit. Why do you smell like poop? Did you get poop on you again? Do I have to go clean you? I really don't want to do that. You do smell a little bit like poop. I don't see any poop, so I think we're okay. Alright. Hey, don't call names. Somebody is gonna get that joke. Most people won't. Go ahead and lay down, Fluff. Oh no, I screwed up. Alright, let's see how it looks. Because I like claws. Everybody likes claws. You bathe your cats? If you keep them inside, you don't need to bathe them. Or do you mean you lick them like you're the mom cat because you're a friggin' weirdo? Because I have a feeling that's what you meant. I think that's what you meant. I think the hand may be too big. I don't know. It kind of works. Alright, but for realsies, before we go any further, we are going to paint our colors in. No, mRGB. There it is. Oh, it's so much better. And that'll do. That's all I really care about for the colors. That's, yeah, in fact, he didn't get roasted though, because a roast is when you're saying it in jest and it's all in good fun. I mean everything I say to John as maliciously as possible. I mean to hurt his feelings down to his soul. Oh wait, he doesn't have one because he's a ginger. You just got double not roasted. I'd ask how it feels, but I also don't care. Triple. Okay, that's enough. No more making fun of John. It's not nice. I'm allowed to, but no one else is, so don't try it. The claw hands are accessories, so you can do whatever you wish with them. If you want them on both hands, you can put them on both hands. If you want them on one hand, you can put them on one hand. I'm not here to tell you how to play with your toys. You can play with them however you like. Nope, that's not what we wanted. There you go. If you want claws on both hands, you can have it. If you want claws on only one hand, well, that's your prerogative. Let's make the blades energy blades. I think that's always best. Thanks, Randall Pohl. Rich doesn't have a 401k. Your retirement plan sucks. How about everybody post what they earn? Remember when he said that too? What a stupid... I hate stupid people so much. I bet I make more than all of you. Everybody post how much you earn annually. Okay. I bet I can trust your numbers all the way too. Alright, now what do we need to do, guys? We did the hands. Those hands are still too big though. I think. That's probably good. It's probably close. I need them to be the same size though so that I can make the claws removable. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Where are the other claw hands? Little rat bastards. How close did I get it? Will this figure come with more weapons? And more weapons than what? Dang, that's pretty close to the same size. The new hands are too big though, still. I think the best way for me to estimate the size is to just touch the tips together. And when the 3 tips line up, they're the same size. And no, I'm not going to make any jokes out of that. It doesn't have to be absolutely exact because we're talking about tenths of a millimeter, so if it's off by a little bit, it's no big deal. Although I kind of like the hands being that size. I think slightly oversized hands might be the way to go. I wasn't gonna go that way, but I've just convinced myself that that's the way to go. You're gonna figure it out, man. I know it. You can do it. Oh my goodness. What the heck? You never want your tips to touch. Because once they do, they weld together. You saw it happen. I'm not even making a joke. I'm trying so hard not to make jokes. Alright, we're gonna make the hand slightly oversized, I think. At least for now. Because here's the thing. Most people don't realize how small human hands are relative to the rest of their body. Therefore, if you make human-sized hands on an action figure, people think the hands are too small. And since we're going stylized anyway, screw it. I'll make them bigger. And that makes me happy. Alright, that looks good to me. Although with bigger hands, I feel like I need to make the legs longer. It does throw off the proportioning. As far as weapons go, we have this, which is gonna have the ability to connect one of these on it, or anything else I decide to make that'll fit on it. Where is it? So this can receive one of these on the end. That's called a kusarigama. This will also, these ends will also work with a staff or individual handles, and then we also have the regular katanas, which you've already seen, and then we also have an energy sword, which is frickin' wicked. It's wicked sick, man. So we have an energy sword, and then we also have, hold on, the other stuff's in a separate file. I can't keep clicking things, there are no more things to click. So you're gonna have to hold on one second. No end then. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh my gosh, I want to buy it right now. You know what I'm going to do? It'll be a fun joke. I'll just make one and keep it for myself. And then everybody will be like, we watched you do this for 2 years for nothing, you son of a bitch. And I'll be like, don't you talk about my mom that way. Could we see the head with the combed back hair and one yellow eye on this guy just because? Well, since you made it rhyme, I think that'll be just fine. I'll go ahead and... I want to get the... I want to show the hand effects first. Then I'll do that, John, because you're making a stupid request for no freaking reason, and your argument was just because. But I can't really argue against that, so I'll do it. But you're going to have to wait a second. So we have 2 different effect parts for the shuriken. Alright, this one goes on over the hand, so it's in like... So you just threw them like this, and so there are 3 shuriken coming out. So that's one of the effect parts. It won't be metallic, it'll be translucent. Alright, so there's one of them. I quite like it. And then the other one is as if you just thrown them forward. It makes that sound typically. And that's what this next one is. So this next, if I can freaking find it, there it is. So you have like a little anime style poof effect, not poof, but like effect that slides on over the fingers and then they come out of that. Because I couldn't figure out a better way to do it. And I might still end up changing that. But once it's on the actual figure, I think that'll look fine. So we also have those. I'm not 100% sold on this, but I think it'll be okay. At the same time, I don't like it. So we will see about that. But I do like the shuriken part. I just don't like the way they connect to the hand. Okay, and now John wants to see... Stop calling it slicked back hair. It's not slicked back hair. Also, he doesn't have a yellow eye anymore. Remember? Numbnuts. Okay, John. Do you want me to put on the plain head, or do you want the one with the robo mask, or the one with the regular mask? You have to pick one. Do you want the demon face mask, the just cloth mask, or the bear head? Hurry up, John. But since you requested it, you get... Oh, you know what? Screw you, John. I'm putting this one on. We'll do the other head after. I'll give you time to answer. In the meantime, I'm putting this head on. Because I really like this hat. I think this head's one of the better looking heads. I like it a lot. Nope, I'm not asking you, Claytomania. I'm asking John because he's the one that requested it. Oh, I get it. You didn't say greased back. Okay, I'll give you that one. You're right, I'm wrong. Don't ever say I never said I was wrong. I am wrong. Plain head is what I was curious to see. Okay, once I'm done with the garbage can head, I'll do that. Garbage can lid head, I'll do that one. This looks so good. I'm so glad the shoulder pad plant. Where's the straps for the shoulder pad? Why aren't they on? There. Alright. Now we need to replace the head. This file's getting a little bit bogged down. Paste. He did answer already. Don't try to steal other people's requests. Oh, it's beautiful. I can't help but love putting the heads when they're on when they're still too big. I find it very enjoyable. Yeah, maybe that's too dark. Yeah, you don't need to know who John is. You just need to know that you're not him. Oh, people are funny. Alright, let's go. No, let's do this. I think that looks cool. I was hoping the hat would be a little bit bigger relative to the body, but I guess that's alright. Okay, John wanted to see the other head. Let's do it. I don't think this Vegeta's ever going to come back in stock now that it's the one I need. When I don't need it, they come in stock all the time. Alright, John, this is the one you want, to be clear, correct? I'm not waiting for an answer. It's the one you're getting. You'll get it or you'll get nothing. Just like Willy Wonka said. You get nothing. You had too many raspberry gobstoppers. That's not what it's called. What's the one? It's, the one thing that was supposedly like a sex joke. What's that? What was it called? It was something berry, I think. I can't remember now. Which figure are you wanting? What does that mean? Is that a completely general, vague question, or are you talking specifically about this line? I don't know what you're asking me. Because sometimes people just come up with general questions like that, and I'm not sure if that's what you just did, or if you're talking about something else. So clarify. Uh-oh, does he have eyes? Oh yeah, he has eyes. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, I don't have the hair as separate poly group. Shit. Shit. Vegeta. The figure arts Vegeta. I missed it. See, you probably didn't answer in a delay, but by the time I saw it, it was already a little bit after I'd already talked about it, so I didn't know what you were talking about. I wasn't being a jerk for no reason. I had a reason. Alright, I'm not making this perfect because it's not worth it. Also, I wasn't calling you cuz, John, I was just saying because. We'll just get it close enough to see. And honestly, this is too dark for the hair buzz cut anyway. So I don't know why I did that. But I did. Oh, his eyes are this... What a pain in the ass this one is. Oh, no. Can I undo that? Yes, oh good. Okay. Yeah, because this one's all the same polygroups for the head part, so it's not conducive. Alright, close enough. Alright. That will oh my gosh. Zoom out. That'll definitely do. Now for... Oh no. Oh, I just made a big dumb mistake. Son of a... Shit. I had to color the hair in first. My dumbass didn't remember to color the hair in first. So... we do the face over again. What a... I'm wasting so much time doing this because I'm a moron and forgot to do it the right way. Pretty much all your fault though, John. Come on, rotate, damn it. Rotate. Why are you not rotating? What the hell is this thing doing? Rotate. Oh my god. I'll do it manually. Alright, you want the pupils done the way we did before? I guess we can do that. So we can turn off symmetry, drag rectangle, alpha 14. That's not what I want to do. Close enough. Son of a bitch. Alright. And you wanted the golden eye, huh? We'll give him the golden eye. Because I like that game and that movie. Kind of rushing, so it's not going to be perfect, but you can live with it. No, maybe we didn't use that one. Maybe we used the ring. I don't... Oh my gosh. I don't really remember what we did. I think maybe we did this. Yeah, maybe we did that. I don't know. No, it's fine, Randall. I just don't know what you're talking about sometimes, that's all. I forgot the head was still too big. It looks so stupid. John, I don't remember specifically what pattern we did for his... I think we actually had two things going on, didn't we? Did we do something like this? I can't really remember what we did. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Not likely, because adding bodies with scars is, they're very particular. They don't have any versatility. So they're going to end up not being usable for really anything other than... So I guess what I'm trying to say is you wouldn't want multiple figures with the same scars. So I can do it via paint, but I can't do it with the sculpt. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's pretty close to the same size head, give or take. Is that head material the same as the body material? It is. I wonder why it's taking the color slightly differently. Well, I guess that's it. It was the wrong material. There you go, John. I put the head on for you. He's a little bit cross-eyed on this right side. Or his left side. I feel like we had these come forward, maybe. I don't really remember. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. He looks like a bad Mamba Jamba. Why are the shoulder pad straps gone again? straps are gone again. I had an accent there for a second, just the briefest of seconds, but it was there. Went along his forehead too? Did they? I think we lost John. He's the one I'm doing this for. What a bastard. He left. We probably just lost internet. Did they really go across his head? I don't really remember. There you go. Actually, that looks kind of cool, only if I did it right. Let's do it. Yeah, maybe we did something like that. I really don't remember. But I'll take it. That looks alright. This part looks bad now, though. Whatever. Maybe it should be solid yellow instead of having the white part in the middle, because that looks dumb. Yeah, I guess that works. He's almost got a Mike Tyson thing going on, but who doesn't like Mike Tyson? See, my plan was to be able to do this kind of line work to give more of that cyberpunk vibe just wherever we wanted. That way I don't have to have different sculpts, but let's say we made this arm cybernetic, so we put robot arm on that side. So then we just have to do stuff like, you know, draw a straight line. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Draw a line like out here, and then put the circle thing there, and like do a couple of them. Of course, it would only be on one side. But so you do a couple of those things, and then you put a couple of these guys on the ends, and voila, cybernetic enhancements, you know? That's not exactly a complex paint job, but it's going to make the figure pop a whole lot more. So I think that might work. And if it doesn't, well, too bad. And I was thinking we should probably... There we go. Alright, yeah, I think that looks cool. Is John gone? John, are you gone? Probably the dumbest question you could ask somebody. I think he is gone. Well, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and change out the hands for just regular fist hand. No, that's the elbow. Where are the regular fist hands? That looks cool. Alright, regular fist hand. Maybe I don't have... Oh, there they are. They're right there. Just slightly exaggerating the size, I think, is probably a good call. Not a lot, just a little. Oh, John's not gone. John's back. Everybody stop talking about him. Actually, go ahead. Thanks, Tiggs. Let's see how the lighting affects it. Oh, that looks cool. It accentuates the shadows. Let's run a quick render and see if that makes it look cool. I think we'll save it first, just in case. Yeah, I think just adding black lines on the body is going to be enough to sell the idea. So if you put cybernetic arms on them, instead of just going from skin to cybernetic, you at least have those black lines to kind of tie it in just a little bit. I think that'll be okay. Let's do a quick render. It should go pretty quick now that my computer's a badass. Wow, it went really quick. It looks so smooth and creamy. I like it. I was going for like a compact, powerful, but not like super bulky look, and I think I achieved it. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm psyched. That head might be sitting a little bit too low. Matrix Geo Unlimited 56 Quadrion 0 Apollo Aeon 27. That's a long ass name. What's up with these long ass names, people? Yeah, maybe it's not sitting too high, too low. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a little small. That's what she said. Well, let's try this first. Yeah, probably doesn't need to be any bigger. I wish that wasn't all one piece. I should go grab another version of it so I can color it. Yeah, I mean, that's my thinking behind it. That looks so good. No, I guess I never adjusted that after I sculpted it. Whoops. It's clipping everywhere. That's not good. Shit. Let's just pretend that we didn't look at that. Alright, I don't know what else to do right now, and we only have like 10 minutes left anyway, so I think we're gonna call it. We'll pick it back up tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll get some shoulder pads finished off now that we know how we're doing it, now that we know it's gonna look cool. But first, let's put on some robot arms. We're gonna have to adjust the shoulders. Well, I guess we technically don't have to adjust them. Stop! As soon as he woke up, he started eating the carpet again. I can't take this cat anymore. How do you go to sleep and wake up and start being an asshole instantly? Can you not be an asshole, please, for a little while? I think we're going to leave the robot arms out a little wider. Because putting them in is not going to look anywhere near as good as it did on the human arms. Nope, Zeus, stop. You're not eating any more carpet. And I'm almost done working. I guess we could bring him in a little bit for the shoulder pad's sake. Yeah, it still looks good. Yeah, you're being a butthole. Why are you being a butthole? Hmm? Nope, stay here. Stay here. Don't you love me? Alright, we're gonna go, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll probably not have a cat, or at least have this cat tomorrow, because I'm gonna freaking lose it and throw him out of the house. Okay. Where's my mouse? I will see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Keep your pets spayed and neutered. Good night.